Hello, welcome to a mini update on Garden to Table with Rose, and I am Rose. I am probably going to end up posting this late because it is Lent, and for Lent, I gave up social media, which means I'm not using Facebook, I'm not posting anything on any of the sites, Instagram, YouTube, etc. So I'm doing that for the month, or over a month up until Easter. So, but I did want to give a brief update. At least you can maybe see this after and know that I have been busy and working hard. So I have here my Rise Garden. This is a hydroponic gardening system that I got maybe 2 years ago. And I think I have a couple of videos on unboxing and setup and cleaning. But my views on them have changed a bit. I have this one and I have the Gardyn, Gardyn. I have that one in the kitchen. This one I did not start up or set up for this season. And I will tell you why in a second. But instead, I just have some pots here and I have herbs. Actually, to be honest, all of these herbs I got from the grocery store. So you know how in the produce section they sell those little pots of herbs? Well, it can be a good deal because it's like winter, and it was probably $3 or $3.50 for one pot. And one pot with a lot of those has more than one plant in it, even like with the basil. All of this basil came from one little pot out of the produce section, and there was like 10 plants in it. So I just separated them out into different pots. And so I got some basil, some mint, some thyme, I think oregano. I don't know if I have marjoram in there or not. And of course, I have my own rosemary because every year I take cuttings from my rosemary that I grow outside because they don't survive here over winter, and I root them. And then I'm going to take all of these little plants. There's probably maybe 10, 12 in there. And I'm going to plant those outside once it gets warm enough. So I'll have big rosemaries as we get towards the end of the season. But unfortunately, they die off every year. I have overwintered some, like dug the whole big plant up and bought it in. Because there are some years where I just want a giant rosemary sitting like a shrub in the garden. But I did not do that this year. I just took cuttings. And that's another little rosemary that I got from the grocery store. This is the pot that it actually came in from the grocery store. You see these stones on all my pots. I put those there to keep fungus gnats, those little gnats, from breeding. They lay their eggs on the top of potting mix, and so they will be all over your house if you're not careful. And that is the reason why I didn't start this system up. Not only do they lay their eggs on soil, but they obviously can lay eggs either on the substrates that those little plugs that I put in here are rooted in, or the water. I don't know, but whenever I have these indoor garden things running, I get a bunch of fungus gnats, which I am not happy with. I am not a fan of bugs in general. So it's not working for me. And I've tried all the remedies. I've tried the hydrogen peroxide, cut it with water and spray this top of the soil. I use this, which works really good. Garden safe. It's safe, supposedly, for plants and including edibles. It's safe for those too. So it's organic. I use this. This works really well, but this is just, one of the pesticides, diluted. I can't tell you which one right now, but it's one of them, Perithian, or one of those kinds of pesticides. It's just in a convenient diluted spray bottle. So I spray the top of the soil whenever I pot up any plants, whenever I bring any from the nursery or the store. I also try to kill bugs by microwaving my potting mix and seed starting mix before I use it, and it does not matter. Those fungus gnats still find a way to reproduce in my house. The rocks deter them because obviously if the rocks are covering the soil, they can't lay anything in the soil and they don't lay eggs on rocks. So I cover every indoor potted plant that I have with little pebbles, little stones if I can. Now I'm going to show you the garden because I do have that one set up in the kitchen. And one other thing on my way to the garden, I decided, I saw one of the garden YouTubers I watch. She plants grass seed in nice little pots, and she, I think, sets hers outside, like on patio tables and stuff. It's not warm enough to do that here, and I don't even have a patio table, so I decided to plant up. This is wheat for wheatgrass. I used to juice a lot. I used to juice wheatgrass. That's the nastiest stuff I ever tasted in my life. But I used to juice it and drink it every day. And so I would grow my wheatgrass and then cut it and juice it. I don't juice really anymore because I prefer to eat my calories instead of drink them. But I decided to take some of that old wheatgrass, wheat berries and plant them up, and I just trimmed this. It was like up here, and that's in like 2 weeks. So it's just cute. It's something that's green. I wish my grass was like this lush and no weeds. Look at that. But anyway, so that's something I did. Okay, so here is the Gardyn hydroponic system. And this I have in a corner in my kitchen. It's just by the back door, and the laundry room's there. And it's very small. It's nice and compact if you do want a hydroponic system. This one takes up the least space. It has the smallest footprint. So I just started this up, and there are a ton of, it's full of pods. I just have a little bit of everything growing in here. I even have some pods down here, because my plan is to take some of these at least and pot them up to be transplanted outside once they get big enough. So I have these pods because when I bought this system, I bought a 2-year membership, and you get like 20 pods a month with the membership. Now my membership is expired. It's been 2 years. But I still had all these pods because I haven't used this in like a year. And the reason why is the same reason for the other one, the fungus gnats. I just don't like them. I don't want them here. I don't want them in my house, man. So I did not use it for a year. But now here we are. We're going to start the gardening season. So I decided to start it up, clean it. I sanitized it. Oh my God, this thing is so hard to clean. That's why I said I changed my opinion. In the prior videos where I did reviews on these, I think I said I like this one best. Now, in terms of growing, the footprint, how it looks aesthetically, I do like this one best. But in terms of ease of cleaning, the other one, the Rise Garden, has it beat. The Rise Garden has flat trays that you just take out and wash and sanitize. This has these crazy tubes, and each tube section is 6 inches, and it unscrews. Literally, you have to take all of those apart because you have to scrub in between the where this seal is, and I don't know how, because there's basically a rubber tube that runs up and then it drips water down, and that's how they get watered. But for some reason, I don't know how, but deposits form in these seals. Deposits form everywhere where there's a seal or an opening. So it took me 2 days of soaking this in citric acid solution and scrubbing it and washing it to try to get all the deposits and everything off. OMG. I would not recommend this. Sorry. For the cleaning reason alone, I can now no longer recommend the Gardyn, even though I love just about everything else about it. I don't love these membership fees. The Rise Garden is better in that respect too, because the Rise Garden, the membership, they have a membership, but it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't do anything. This one, the membership gives you 20 pods a month, and there's actually cameras. I don't know if you can see them, but there's actually a couple of cameras on this, and it actually monitors allegedly the growth cycle of your plant, so they send you all kinds of reminders. They tell you when to add food, or when to change the water, when to do this, when to do that. So it really is a good, this is a good setup for somebody who's new to gardening. But yeah, I would not recommend this. And then so I'm kind of using up the pots. I still have a few, probably a few dozen left. So once all the pods are gone, I don't even know if I will set this up and ever use it again. We'll see. I'll put it in storage and see. But the Rise one is better if you're gonna use a hydroponic indoor garden. That one is just easier. It's easier to use your own stuff in it. It's easier to clean it. It's just easier. So that's all I have to say today. Anyway, I am now about to go outside. Today it is going to be 75 degrees here in Zone 6A, Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is rare because it's only mid-March. So I am excited. I'm going to go clean up my front garden. Over the past 2 weeks, the few warm days we've had, I've gotten out and I've cleaned up the back. That's good to go. I'm going to clean up the front. I am still holding off on pruning my trees in case there's a freeze at night because I don't want my fruit trees damaged. So those I'm going to probably wait towards the end of the month. But everything else is set up and ready to go. Will be after this weekend. So I'm on top of things right now. So we'll see how the season progresses. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys after Lent. I'll see you then. Happy gardening. I hope you have a wonderful and profound Lenten season, and that you grow in your faith and your relationship with Christ. That is all. Bye-bye.